Hi, everybody, and welcome to the variety show for the Carmel Foundation. Thank you all for coming. We have a wonderful program for you, and I'm so excited to be here. And I would love to introduce our first performer, and that is our director, Andrew Schoenberg. And he is going to sing the song Pronouns. We practiced. You can have my microphone, Andrew. You want your microphone? Okay,
right.
we're on. Get ready.
So I'm going to introduce you to this song. So you'll find out that there's several children's songs in this show. It just, not a planned thing. And this is a children's song I wrote back in the late 1980s. It was for a children's TV show. And at the moment, I changed the name because I changed a few of the words. I'm calling it Pronouns. So here it is. We can be more than me. We can do more than you. More than individually. The power of 1 plus 1 makes we passing each and every test. Each of us beyond our best. Wish a wish, dream a dream, radiant and sparkling, helping it happen. We're working, not napping. We're cheering each other through. We're me and you. It's not over yet. We are more than me. We are more than you. More than individually. The joy of 1 plus 1 makes we. Boosted me, and lifted me, whatever. Friends through trials and ecstasy. Toward the sky, soaring high, freer than the wind to fly. Gliding and reaching, we're learning and teaching. We're cheering each other through. In harmony. Us and we. Us and we. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woohoo! Us and we. Okay, so anyway, thank you, Andrew. That was beautiful. I didn't study and pay attention in school, so now I know my pronouns. Thank you. Thanks to Andrew. Okay, so my name is Marcy Grace, and I want to tell you how I came to find the fabulous, fantastic Carmel Foundation. So picture this, okay? All last year I was in the desert, like Palm Springs, and it was like 114 degrees every single day, and you couldn't buy a cool breeze for yourself, okay? Seriously. Anyway, so on Christmas Day, I drove to Carmel, and I've been running around Carmel for many years, and I love this place, but I never really picked it as my spot. I just always traveled here and visited here. So anyway, luckily I have a friend that has a house out at Hacienda Carmel, and she has the best thing about that house is the toilet seat, and it's heated, and it's 114 degrees. So now the only thing in my life is the toilet seat that's 114. So I really still didn't know what I was going to do with my life, and I found myself walking on Scenic. For January and February, I walked on Scenic, and the air there is so fresh. It's so fresh in Carmel. And I just walked up and down the beach, and I kept saying, what am I going to do with my life, Everybody in my family is in heaven now, but that's okay. Don't feel sorry for me. They're all with me right now. There's a whole bunch of people in spirit right behind me going, go, girl, go. So I'm on the beach walking, and then one day I pick up the pine cone, and it says that a place called the Carmel Foundation was going to be a death doula named David in March, and he was going to talk about our lives. And if plan A maybe didn't work out, about plan B, and also how to die with no regrets. And I thought, well, I don't think my life's over, and I think I still got a lot of life in me, but hey, and plus I want to find out about this Carmel Foundation. So I went to, I came on Wednesday program, and David got up and spoke and said how he was in the business of helping people pass on, and he is a coach, and you can hire him, and he'll come and help you. But he just really wants us all to be happy and to die with no regrets. And one of the ways to do that is to do everything that you want to do now, when you can, right? So then Letty Garcia got up and spoke and welcomed everybody to the Carmel Foundation, and then started speaking about all the fun things that there was to do for, and how you can really improve yourself here and be your own best friend. And they all want you just to age successfully. And David wanted me to die successfully. And so I go, okay, it sounds really good, because I'm really into myself these days, because like wherever I go, there I am. So I thought this all sounds great. And Letty just said, first of all, the place was warm, okay, and I really like that. It's very well heated. And then also it's got great food, gourmet food, right here. And they also have, of course, lodging, and they have all the people. I didn't know anybody in Carmel, and I went to knowing, and the day I signed up to become a member, $60 for a year. I think that works out to $5 a month. I can afford that. So the minute I signed up now, I know everybody in town, So yay! Thank you, Carmel Foundation. Plus they have like 65 classes that you can take, And and I've been accosted by one of the art teachers, Darlene. I see her sitting in the back, and she was in the library, and she goes, are you new here? And I said, yeah. And she goes, you want to come to my art class? And I said, yeah, it sounds good. I'm not an artist. She goes, you don't have to be. She goes, just come there. And she goes, so I said, okay, when is it? And it's Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and you could go to the art lab, and then you could call yourself an artist. And then I signed up for TED. When I looked at the program and I saw gratefulness group. And I'm like, that sounds terrific, because gratitude is the fastest way to happiness. And I think in my constitution, which I also had a refresher history class here through Larry Harris, and of course he reminded me of our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence and all our government. What does that guarantee? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's not going to guarantee happiness, but if you want to go out and pursue it, you've got the government's and your country's backing. Okay. So with that said, I went to Ted's gratitude class. And Ted's sitting right here. He'll be performing for us later, right? So with Ted, Ted's class, and I want you all to come and take it. It's at 3 o'clock on Thursday, right up here at Blanchard. And it's just really, I'm so grateful for my gratitude class. And with that said, I just learned to be grateful for everything in my life. And of course, I started out with being grateful for the foundation because it really literally saved a wretch like me, okay? So if it could save me, it could save anybody. And so anyway, and then, we go over how we're happy about our bodily functions and everything, and that's kind of a give me, right, And, I really thought about it, and I was like, and so now, because of my gratitude class, I'm really grateful for like my thunder thighs, okay? Because like, if I'm ever like stranded on a desert island or something, I could live off the stored calories on these things alone, okay? Seriously. And my varicose veins, I'm just so happy about them because it's like nature's tattoos that I didn't have to pay for. And I'm so happy about my I have tinnitus, and the ringing in my head, it supposedly means my brain is like shrinking, but I'm happy for that because it's relieving sinus pressure from my, sinuses. And so, there's something to be grateful about everything. And so and now, all my life I've had blonde moments, and they're very embarrassing. But now I'm having senior blonde moments, and I'll get into that later. But anyway, I'm happy for them because it means that I'm still functioning and everything's really good, right? So, and I'm just so grateful for the foundation because it gives me a place to go every day, and it gives me friends and family, and we're all one tight unit here. And it just is I'm so grateful, and I want to thank the foundation for all the wonderful things they offer to all of us. I now can call myself a writer because I take a Leah Thompson's writing memoirs class, and I can call myself, just anything. And now I'm a performer. So with that said, thank you, Carmel Foundation. So now we're going to bring up Patricia Underwood. And she has a voice like butter, okay? It just gives me the warm fuzzies. Okay, and she's going to do a poem it's called Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Everybody, warm round of applause for Patricia.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Before I begin, I'd like to say, when the foundation had an open call for the variety show, I immediately knew that I wanted to share this poem. When I retired and moved here 4 years ago, this community embraced me and accepted me during a difficult transition. I began to meet and talk to many interesting and kind women, and soon recognized myself. It was a connection of strength, resilience, and patience, beauty, and love. Whatever your style, situation, or status is, you are a phenomenal woman. Someone once said, life is an adventure. Enjoy the journey. Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, and the curl of my lips. I'm a woman phenomenally. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman phenomenally. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, and the grace of my style. I'm a woman phenomenally. Now you understand just why my head is not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, and the need for my care. 'Cause I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me.
One moment, sorry.
And we all are phenomenal people, but we all are phenomenal women too. And thank you. And not Andrew, okay. So anyway, so now, and thank you, Patricia, so much. That was so beautiful. And now we have Ana Maria Alvarez North, and in Spanish, Espanol, she is going to do a song for us called Cute Little Hat. So bring it away, Ana Maria.
Qué lindo es, qué lindo es, mi sombrerito coquetón. Mi sombrero lindo es, al derecho y al revés. Oh la la, qué lindo es. Me lo compré en la boutique. Y de verdad que está muy chic. Mi sombrero lindo es, al derecho y al revés. Oh la la, qué lindo es. Oh la la, qué lindo es.
Woo! And of course that means cute little hat. She does have a cute little hat on. Okay, now I'd like to bring up somebody from my writing memoir class, and this is going to be a beautiful storytelling by Karen Brown. Okay, everybody, let's hear it for Karen Brown.
Hi. Yes, I am a storyteller. Been one for about 50 years now. And I was going through my files and my files and my files of about 100 or more stories, thinking which one would I want to share? I can only choose one. And then I thought, not historical, not religious, not spiritual, philosophical, no, literary, no, folklore, no, personal story. Because I do memoir here at the Carmel Foundation, and we all have a lot of personal stories to share by the time we get to this point in our lives, don't we? So I chose this one for you today. When I was a little girl, I loved to sing. Everywhere I went, I was 5 or 6 or 7, I was singing. So you can imagine my delight when I found out at 10 years old that fourth graders get to go to a music class. Oh, that was just wonderful, I thought. Now, in those days, we had to walk down the halls, single file, silently, until we got to Miss Tashner's room. In that room was Miss Tashner, for one thing. She was strict. She was tall and skinny with red hair, and she was old. We thought she might have been at least 40, maybe 100. She wasn't that old, really. Well, she, though, had many instruments in her room, including the auto harp that she would play while we sang. And we got these fantastic books in that class. And the books were filled with music. And we passed them back to the others in our row. We remember doing that kind of thing. When I opened that book, I was so excited. It was filled with songs. I already knew about half of them, but the rest, I sucked them up into my brain. But one song I took into my heart. It was a mysterious kind of song, a sweet little melody. And it seemed to indicate a story about flowers, but a mysterious, special story. I loved it. I took it home and I started sharing with other people about it. I shared it with my campfire girls. I shared it with all my friends at school, my neighborhood, at church and the youth group, and Hootenanny's family sing-alongs. Everyone in my family, my dad played guitar for the Hootenanny and all of these things. So it was very exciting to be able to share it with them. When I was 15, I turned into a teenager. You know about that. Well, I had to make room, move that song over a little bit to make room for the Beatles and the Beach Boys and Leslie Gore. Well, when I was 15, there were a lot of troubles those days. Friction in the family, failed friendships, broken hearts, and my dad would come in at night and he would sit next to my bed in a chair, and then he would play his guitar and sing that song to me. And you know, even in those times, I loved that song, and it was a comfort. Well then, when I was 20, I was in my first professional job, school librarian, and the children would gather around me, and I would read books and tell them stories, and I would share my song. They loved it too, and they clamored to know the story behind the song. It was flowers, I remember, and the doll in it, and then the little girl. So I created my own story for them. And since they were all Native American children, it was on our Indian reservation, I suggested that it was an Indian girl. So then, when I was 25, I had another idea. I would share this song with children everywhere. I'd write a book. And being a librarian, I knew the first thing to do with any project is to do research. So I wrote a letter to the state library of the location mentioned in the song. And I asked them for more information, put it in an envelope, mailed it off, and then I waited. And I waited. And I waited. Finally, one day, in the mail, there was this huge envelope, and it had a page from my book. And it had about 10 different stories, just little pieces of like anthropological stories about that song. I was so excited, and immediately I started writing my book. When I was 30, I finished my book. Now you may think, why did it take 5 years? Well, I was a busy educator, but also I wanted every word to be as special as the few words in that song that I love so much. So I really worked at it, did it over and over. Finally, it was done. Oh, I was so excited. And I got my manuscript. I was ready to have it published. Well, I heard that a famous author, a children's author, was speaking in town. And I went off to hear him speak. At first I was disappointed because he didn't have that excitement that I did about spreading children's stories and songs. He was, he was just so casual, blasé about it. And then when he was done speaking, I was all ready to ask my question, and somebody else asked their question first. Mr. De Paula, they asked, what are you working on now? He said, it's a lovely story. It comes from Texas. It's a story about flowers, a doll, and a little Indian girl. Oh, I was so disappointed. He was a famous author, and his story ended up being kind of like the story I told about the song. The book appeared in libraries and in bookstores about a year later, and I knew for sure then that they wouldn't need another one, so I set that aside. You could go out and buy this and borrow it from the library these days, but in that book you won't get the song. But you will know it because I'm going to share it with you now. Blue bonnets, bonnets oh so blue. Your white eyes are shining through the silvery dew. I know you're a dolly offered for the rain. I know you'll return again to Texas in the spring.
Thank you, Karen. That was lovely. I got a little verklempt a bit. A little verklempt. Okay, and now we're going to have Andrew sing us some songs. And he's going to sing You Make Me Feel So Young and Change by Andrew Schoenberg.
So loud. Just a little softer for you. Bro. You make me feel so young. You make me feel that spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wondrous fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray like I am right now, I wanna feel the way I am today. I just changed that on the fly. 'Cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wondrous flame to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so young. Very, 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 very young. Not old, like I really, my age, you know. Thank you. And isn't that a great arrangement? I mean, I found it, on the internet, and I love to, because I don't get to perform with groups like that. So anyway, so the next song I'm going to do is an original. I wrote it. It's my Taoist or Zen Buddhist country song. And let's see, I have to find it here. So let's see. There we go. Okay. I used to keep an attic full of junk, dusty keys to used to be's, mementos in the trunk. But then my house burned down, no reminders left around. The past is past, I had to let it go. Change is the only permanent I know. I never used to be an Eagle Scout, a low-life, low-down drifter, the rebel route. But now my life's more ordered, a family supported, doing my duty 8 to 5. Change is the only permanent part of life. Excuse me if I change my clothes, rich for poor, young now old, used to do it with the best. Now I've got to get my rest. Once belonged in the middle of the middle class, bigger and newer, comfort, convenience, greener and greener grass. New fiscal situation, I'm eating kennel ration and making less, and less is not enough. Change is the only certainty, it's tough. Let it pass, let it slide, that's your lifeboat to the other side. If you can float while your dreams are sinking, you'll weather those changes, barely blinking. Things will get better and they will get worse. Might be riding on a gravy train or lying in a hearse. Best of times, so darkness pain, both will come and go again. And change is the only certainty, that's for sure. It's a world of change, enjoy your tour. It's a world of change. Enjoy your tour. Thank you very much. Woo, good. Thank you. Uh-oh, it's going to start again if I don't stop it. Okay.
Do it again.
No.
Okay, so that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, I love your voice, Andrew.
Thank you.
So anyway, now we get to have some poetry by Judy Dow. And so everybody, warm hand of applause for Judy Dow and her poetry.
Hi, everybody. Wow, what talented performers we have here at the Carmel Foundation. And a big shout out to a fabulous, enthusiastic audience. Now, I would like to turn our attention to poetry, one of the oldest of art forms. The first written poem, appeared about 5,000 years ago. Before that, poetry was spoken and sung, dating back tens of thousands of years ago. Today, poetry is everywhere, in train stations, subways, art museums, on murals, and now today, right here at the Carmel Foundation. The poems I will read today, I hope, will entertain, amuse, resonate, or even inspire you to grab a pencil and paper or your laptop and scribble down a few lines of your own. Everyone is a poet in their hearts. The first poem I'm going to read is by Edward Field, born in Brooklyn, currently 101 years old. His poem is entitled New Yorkers. Now, even if you're not a New Yorker, I bet you've had some similar experiences. New Yorkers. Everywhere else in the country, if someone asks you, "How are you?" you are required to say, like a phrase book, "Fine, and you?" Only in New York can you say, "Not so good," or even "rotten," and launch into your miseries and symptoms. Then yawn and look bored when they launch into their miseries and symptoms. You nod mechanically, you finally look at your watch and say, "I'm late, I've got to run, I have an appointment with my analyst. But let's definitely get together soon." In just as sincere a voice as yours, they come back with "definitely." And both of you know what that means. Never. That poem is a reminder to me of what a gift it is to fully, completely lend your ear without reservation to a friend, a stranger, a family member, and in turn, with the same consideration, have them lend you theirs. The next poem is by American poet Galway Kinnell. His poem is entitled Hide and Seek. Growing up, many of you may remember playing hide and seek, and that anticipation of whether or not you were going to be found. Hide and seek. Once we were playing hide and seek, and it was time to go home. The rest gave up on the game before it was done and forgot I was still hiding. I remained hidden as a matter of honor until the moon rose. I wonder if kids still play hide and seek in these tech-dominated times. Or maybe it's a video game now, I don't know. Next is a poem by contemporary poet Julia Kasdorf. She grew up in Pennsylvania in a Mennonite community. Her poem is entitled, What I Learned from My Mother. Most of us don't have the physical presence of our mothers anymore. Nevertheless, their influence, their spirit, and love never, ever leave us. What I learned from my mother. I learned from my mother how to love the living, to have plenty of vases on hand in case you have to rush to the hospital with peonies from your yard, black ants still stuck to the buds. I learned to save jars large enough to hold fruit salad for a whole grieving household, to cube home-canned pears and peaches, to slice through maroon grape skins and flick out the seeds with a knife point. I learned to attend viewings, even if I didn't know the deceased, to press the moist hands of the living, to look in their eyes and offer sympathy as though I knew what loss was. I learned that whatever we say means nothing. What anyone will remember is that we came. I learned to believe I had the power to ease awful pain like an angel. Like a doctor, I learned to create my own usefulness from another's suffering. And once you do that, you can never refuse. To every house you enter, offer healing. A chocolate cake you baked yourself. The blessing of your voice. A soft touch. Thank you to all of our mothers for the gifts they gave us. Next to last, I'm going to read a haiku that honors the beauty and splendor of our peninsula. The poet is Justice Dillard. I happened upon this poem at the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds. Again, a reminder, poetry is everywhere. The haiku is entitled Aged Redwoods. Redwoods touch the sky, centuries held in their rings. Fog drapes them in peace. To close, if you've ever had to attend a large event, you don't know anybody, you're concerned about how to prepare to break the ice with strangers, humorous poet Ogden Nash offers some advice in his poem, Reflections on Ice Breaking. Candy is dandy, liquor is quicker. That's it for me. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the
Thank you, Judy, very much for that reminder. So now we get to bring up Terry McNevin, and you will recognize her from our lunch crowd, and she'll be playing the piano for us, and she'll be doing Alley Cat and Don Gatto songs, and she's really into kitty cats, and her t-shirt will reflect that. And anyway, everybody, Terry, McNevin.
I have a special microphone on me. I mean, I've never done this before. And I'm a cat person. I'm somewhat of a music person. And you can see what I'm wearing here. All these cats that are here are all playing instruments. One is playing the piano. Can you see it? I guess I better back up. Okay. One cat's playing the piano, which makes me think of Kitten on the Keys. And another cat is playing the flute and guitar. And then there's this written, and it says, it's by Albert Schweitzer. And he was a philosopher, a theologian, and he also played the organ. I thought that was interesting. And it says, there are two means, let's see, wait a minute. Let me start again. I'm forgetting one word here. There are two means of...
There are two means of refuge from
Oh,
the...
right. There are two means of refuge from the miseries of life. And the two means are music and cats. So I'm going to stroll over here. And here's a cat. That's like Don Gatto. And here's this really cute, white, fluffy girl cat. So. And my friend's going to help me with the second song, Rebecca. And we're native daughters, if anybody knows something about that. Anyway, okay. Now this is singing a story. Can you hear me? Okay. This is actually singing a story, and I was a teacher, and I've taught elementary school all over, from San Francisco to here to Fresno, other places. Okay. And the kids really liked this story in song. At that time, I had my ukulele, and I would do it with that. But now my fingers aren't strong like they were, and so I'm using the piano for this. Okay. So I'm using my singing voice to tell a story. Okay. Oh, Senor, Don Gato was a cat. On a leading light was better. Was a love note for Don Gato. I adore you, wrote the lady cat, who was fluffy, nice, and fat. There was not a sweeter kitty, meow, 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 in the country or the city, meow, meow, meow. And she said she'd wed Don Gato. Oh, Don Gato jumped so happily, he fell off the roof and broke his knee. Broke his ribs and all his whiskers. And his little solar plexus. And she said she'd wed Don Gato. So the doctors all came on the run just to see if something could be done. And they held a consultation, meow, 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 about how to save their patient, meow, meow, meow. How to save Senor Don Gato. But in spite of everything they tried, poor Senor Don Gato up and died. Oh, it wasn't very merry, meow, 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 going to the cemetery, meow, 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 for the ending of Don Gato. When the funeral passed the market square, such a smell of fish was in the air. Though his burial was slated, meow, 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 he became reanimated. Meow, meow. He came back to life, Don Gato.
Meow, meow, meow. Because I thought that was going to end really sad. I didn't want Don Gato to have to die. So, anyway, a couple of years ago, well, many years ago actually, I had to get hip joint replacement in both my hips. I wore them out. Dancing, not professionally dancing, just kind of slutty nightclub dancing. So anyway, let's hear it for hip joint replacement, okay? Anyway, yeah. So the way the doctor sold them to me too is he said, oh, these are state of the art. They're made out of titanium, which they make spacecraft out of. And they're also made out of polymer, which they make bowling balls out of. And he just said, you're just going to love them and everything. And so he put them in. And it took 3 months to put the left one in and then the right one. Well, anyway, I mean, they work so good, I honestly forgot I had them, okay, really. That's how good they worked. Okay, so a couple of years ago, I had jury duty. This was in Ventura County, and you have to go through a metal detector. And so anyway, I get to the metal detector, and the thing just goes off like crazy, right? And it starts blinking, and everything's happening. And the deputy is like, it's a male deputy, and he goes, what's going on? And I said, I don't know. And he goes, well, just a second. He goes, you have some metal on you, you know? He goes, are you trying to smuggle in weapons to your jury duty? And I said, well, truthfully, I don't want to be here today, but no, I'm not smuggling in weapons. So he goes, okay. And so then he gets that wand that they get, and he's like putting it up between my legs, and it just is going even more crazy. It's just going beep, 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 and everything. And he goes, okay, I have to get a woman deputy out here. So here comes this lady, you know, and she pats me down, and everything, and she looks to him and she goes, well, she's got no weapons on the outside of her. So he goes, what do you have inside of you? And I said, I don't know. I really didn't. I forgot, right? So he goes, we have to take you into X-ray. So they take me into X-ray, and sure enough, it looks like I have 2 pistols inside my body right here, neatly tucked away. And so I said, oh yeah, that's right, I have hip replacements. He goes, you forgot you had hip replacements? I go, yeah, kind of. So anyway, they let me do jury duty. So anyway, I didn't really even want to. But anyway, during COVID, I got really sad because I wasn't in a relationship, and so I decided I was going to marry myself. And so I had a ceremony, and I gave myself a big honkin' diamond ring. It was fake, but still. And I set these vows to myself that I promised to, love and honor and cherish myself until death do us part. And I mean, I just promised to just through thicker, even no matter how fat I got or how thin I got, I was going to love myself. Through richer or poorer, and mainly poorer, but I just really vowed to myself that I was now married to myself. And with that said, I highly recommend it, and just love myself, and that's what I want to do. And thanks to the Carmel Foundation, I'm really even falling more in love with myself, if that can be said. So anyway, I have a little song that I'd like to sing, and I sing it to myself all the time. And I can't sing, and I did take the singing lessons here, and the lady she went, a very nice lady named Nancy Brewer, I think, anyway, and she's just a wonderful person, and she told me it sounds okay. I really want her to coach me, because I'd really like to sing songs anyway by Peggy Lee. What's that one? I can't think of it now. Fever and everything. But I'll settle for this song, and it kind of goes like that. Okay, it kind of goes like this. I was a little acorn round, lying on the cold, cold ground. And someone came and stomped on me, and now I'm cracked, as you all can see. I'm a nut in a rut. I'm a love nut in a love rut. I called myself on the telephone just to see if I was home. Asked myself out for a date. Pick me up at 8:30, and don't be late, 'cause I'm a nut in a rut. I'm a love nut in a love rut. Okay. Is it okay? Anyway. Okay, so took myself to the picture show. I sat myself in the very front row. Wrapped my arms around my waist. I got so fresh I had to slap my own face. I'm a nut, I'm in a rut, and I'm a love nut in a love rut. I took myself on a rowboat ride, me, myself, and I inside. I looked up into the stars above, told myself I was in love. I'm a nut in a rut. I'm a love nut in a love rut. And I invite you all to join me in loving yourself. You can love me too, but... So with that said, now we're going to bring up Ted Hill, and he is my personal gratitude guru. Ted Hill, and he's going to be singing, "Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're this grateful." I added that last part.
Wow. I'm not a favorite. Western songs are not my favorite, but this song kind of grabbed me. I think it follows Marcy's number. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. Some folks, they call, no, wait a minute. Perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror when you're perfect in every way. I used to have me a girlfriend, but she just couldn't compete with all them love-struck women who keep flowering at my feet. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Some folks, they called me egotistical. Lord, I don't know what that means. Maybe it has something to do with the way that I fill out my skin-tight blue jeans.
Woohoo! I'm checking it out. As you go down those stairs, Mr. Sexy. Okay, now we have Barbara Evans, and this is a real treat. She is going to be doing for us flamenco and be talking about some history of flamenco. So everybody, Barbara Evans.
Nice to see everybody here. Flamenco is the music and dance of the Spanish gypsies from the south of Spain in Andalusia. In a live performance group called a cuadro, there are interchanges with the guitarist, the singer, the dancer, and taking turns. And the very important palmero, who's the person who does the hand clapping, called compás. Every piece has a specific compás. It could be a light-hearted song or a deep song, but every song has its specific compás. Just getting ready. Compás. So, now I've lost. Wait a second.
Every song has a compass.
Every song has a compás, and there's only one rule. You must be in compás. I'm using music that's recorded, not necessarily intended for a dance routine, but I'll be in compás. And I am an improvisational dancer. The piece I'm going to dance is called a bulería, which is the all-night party song.
Oh.
It's Del Calvario is the title of it, sung by Jose Soto. After I dance, I'm not going to do history. I am going to do a monologue about how a flamenca dancer sits.
Noche de mi luna oscura, compañera de mi tarde, sombra de mi pensamiento, sangre de mi misma sangre, sangre de mi misma sangre. Yo te soñé a mi manera y te di vida al soñarte, y para que nunca te fuera, y sin mí no fuera nadie, y para que nunca te fuera. pura compañera de mi carne, sombra de mi pensamiento, sangre de mi misma sangre, sangre de mi misma sangre. Mensaje me trae, noche grata de verano, noche de luna llena, luna de enamorado, donde baila el corazón y el alma canta, donde reina la alegría, de la pena se pasa, de la pena se pasa, de la pena se pasa. Oscura, compañera de mi carne, sombra de mi pensamiento, sangre de mi misma sangre, sangre de mi misma sangre. Noche de luna oscura, compañera de mi carne, sombra de mi pensamiento, sangre de mi misma sangre, sangre de mi misma sangre. Noche de mi luna oscura, compañera de mi carne, sombra de mi pensamiento, sangre de mi misma sangre, sangre de mi misma sangre. Noche de mi luna oscura, compañera de mi carne, sombra de mi pensamiento.
Barbara Evans. Thank you. Oh, yes, more. We have more. We have more. Hold on, Barbara. Our gypsy flamenco dancer has more for you. But aren't you captivated by her beauty and her charm? Woohoo! Take it away again, Barbara.
Yes, I do. I need my mic.
Okay, hold on. We're having some arrangements here to be made. Okay, but oh, isn't this great? Aren't you all having fun? I am. Okay, it's very suspenseful because you don't know what's coming next. Okay, here you go.
Testing, 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 testing. Nope. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey? I don't know, is it on? Yes. It's on.
Fredo.
Fredo? There, that sounds better.
Too much.
A little too much. I'm doing a monologue from an original play written by a friend of mine, Stephanie Goldino from Santa Cruz. The play is called Duende, makes a house call. Duende is the word that is about spirit that grabs you. The duende is spirit that grabs you. I am going to be dancing a bulería. No, wait, I just danced. I'm all confused. Wait a minute. This is about the monologue. I'm an improvisational dancer because I suck at memorizing. So, I'm going to try again. This is a monologue written by a friend of mine, Stephanie Goldino. Duende makes a house call. Duende, the word for the spirit that grabs you. Now, where was I going after that? It's about a story of a girl who comes to New York City to try to make it on her own. She's ill. Flamenco is the musical backdrop for the play. It's wonderful for expressing pain and suffering. All that. So, this is the monologue. So bear with me. I was the gypsy grandmother. I had the part of the gypsy grandmother upstairs. This girl that came to New York who's sick. Bear with me for a moment. And imagine, if you will, an old gypsy grandmother. And I gotta say, 15 years ago when I did this, I had to paint the white on. Now I don't have to.
Wonderful.
So turn everything off. Testing, testing. You good?
No, we're getting feedback, but just go do your thing.
So, you don't want me to tell you how to do anything? Okay, fine. But there is a lesson for everything. If it looks hard, it is hard. If it looks easy, it is even harder. Like sitting. Everyone sits, but not everyone knows how to take a seat. You don't just plop into the thing. A seat is offered to the flamenca. She looks it over. If she feels drawn to it, still she does not just plop into the thing. No, she decides. Then, when she descends, she loses no power. She takes her seat. Eso. That is primero. Segundo, there is sitting, and then there is sitting. The sitter should not appear deceased. Sitting is not dying. When the flamenca sits, a stillness covers her. She is a banked ember. The flamenca sits alive.
Thank you, Barbara Evans. And that's how I met her, was in the flamenco class that another lady teaches, and it was fabulous, darling, and I want to go back. So for now, we have Shakespeare.
Oh, hi. I'm a little old, but you know, this is a senior place.
So what?
I'm Shakespeare.
Oh, you're being Shakespeare. Okay. Well, I think Lynette Winter is going to be doing some Shakespeare for us. Andrew. And so everybody, warm round of applause for Lynette Winter.
Shakespeare is known for strong women in his plays, albeit there are some exceptions, like Desdemona and poor Ophelia. But there are some strong women in Shakespeare, and one of the ones I'd like for you to explore today is the nurse in Romeo and Juliet. The nurse has been sent by Juliet out to find out if Romeo is really serious about this relationship. So the nurse comes back in, all out of breath. She's been running through the streets to get back to Juliet. But you'll notice as the scene goes on, she seems to be stringing Juliet along a little bit and not telling her what Juliet really, really, really wants to hear in this particular scene. Oh, I am weary. Give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache, and what a chance have I had. Jesus, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see I'm out of breath? Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a husband. Romeo, no, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a man's hands, and body, and feet, although they be not talked about, they do our past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, I'll warrant, but he's as gentle as a lamb.
Gently go thy way, wench, serve God. Have you had dinner at home? Oh, how my bones do ache, my head aches, what a head I have. It beats as if it would fall in 20 pieces, and my back, my other side, oh, my back, beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jouncing up and down. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, like a courteous and kind and handsome, and I warrant a virtuous, where's your mother? Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Mary, come up, I trow, is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth do your own messages. Have you got shrift to go to leave today? Then hie thee to Friar Lawrence's cell, and there stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the wanton blooding up in your cheeks. They'll be in scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to church, I must another way. Well, to fetch a ladder by which your love must climb a bird's nest soon when it is dark. I am a drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall be the burden soon tonight. Go, I'll to dinner. Hie you to Friar Lawrence's cell. The next one is Amelia, who is Iago's wife in Othello. You can imagine what kind of marriage that was with Amelia, Othello, and Iago. Desdemona comes to her. This is towards the end of the play, and she says, I don't understand what's going on with Othello. One day he's sweet and kind and wonderful to me, and the next day he's swearing at me and falls into fits. She says, help me understand men, Amelia. And Amelia has a few words about men to give Desdemona. I think it is their husbands' fault if wives do fall. Say they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet we have some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have senses like them. They see and smell, and have their palates both sweet and sour, as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And have we not affections? I think we do. We have desire for sport and frailty as men have. Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so. The last one is Lady Macbeth. I don't think she needs any introduction. This is early in the play, and Macbeth at this point they talked about killing the king, and suddenly Macbeth is getting cold feet. He's kind of waffling here about what he really should do in this, and Lady Macbeth comes at him at this point. Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account your love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which esteemed the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage who wants to fish but does not want to get his paws wet? What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to become more than what you were, you would become so much more a man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. Now thou hast made themselves, and their fitness now doth unmake you. I have given suck, and I know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked the nipples from his boneless gums and dashed his brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this. We failed, but screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what false heart doth know.
Wow. Think of all the culture we're getting here today. It's amazing. I'm serious. Okay, So now we have really even more of a special treat. We have the Greek village dancers of the Monterey Peninsula. So please, a warm round of applause for Janet, Rick, Brendan, Lily, Gabriel, and Judy. And they'll be performing some beautiful Greek music and dance for you.
Hi, everybody. We are the Greek Village Dancers of the Monterey Peninsula. And I can talk without the microphone. I have a very loud voice. So we're going to do 3 songs for you today. Our first song is called Zona Erotico 4. And it's considered a belt dance because we are interconnected together like a belt. Brendan is going to lead this first dance. Pogonicios, because it's from the island of Pagonia. And this dance is going to be led by Rick. from the movie Zorba. Yay! This one is going to be led by Janet.
Opa! Woohoo! Thank you. That was wonderful. Woohoo! Okay, and for our finale, I know none of you want this fabulous show to end, but it's not over yet because we have Ana Maria Alvarez North, and she's had a costume change, and that's lovely. And she will be doing the Macarena for us, and she really wants us all to join in with her on doing the Macarena, and she'll show you how to do it. So don't be shy. Get up and do the Macarena. Oh, Macarena. Say it. Say it how you want me to say it.
Macarena.
You got it? Okay.
Alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Macarena tiene un novio que se llama de apellido Vitorino. La jura de bandera de explicación. Macarena tiene un novio que se llama de apellido Vitorino, es la jura de bandera de lucha. Alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena, me gustan los veranos de Marbella. Macarena, 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 te gusta la movida que brilla.
Going now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And we have another recorded song for you all. And do I get to say everything now or? Oh, I have to wait. I hate that. Don't stifle me, Andrew. Okay, here we go. Where are we going? Oh, got it. And I really love to thank all of you for coming. I want to thank Melissa, our program director, and Kim is here, our CEO, and Alfredo in the back, our fabulous guy, tech guy, and Andrew Schoenberg, our director, and our singer, and all our performers, but most of all, I want to thank me. We love you. And you love us. It's a lot of love here at the Carmel Foundation. And now we're going to take 3 bows. Here we go. 1.